All right, welcome everybody. Thank you very much for connecting. All right, I'm going to be waiting for those that will be joining any moment from now. Let me quickly just check my audio and see if my audio is actually good. And if you're joining, please let me know. Give me a feedback about my audio. If my audio is all right, if you can hear me properly, please kindly let me know. Connecting. Okay, I see the audio is great. All right, Lara, Temiade, God bless you from Florida. Shona Saul, how are you? Michael Abiodun, God bless you. Thank you very much for joining. Um, thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Um, Audio is great. Thank you very much, Emiladi. Thank you. Oye Banji from Indianapolis. God bless you. Thank you. I think I've gained a lot of followers in Indianapolis. I need to move to Indianapolis now. Miriam from Sugarland, how are you? God bless you. Thank you very much. Welcome, Adeyinka. God bless you. Emiola, God bless you. Olaleye, God bless you. Kingbagbe, how are you? Emmanuel, what's up? Peter from Costa Rica. Feyi Kemi from Canada. We're done. Oyebanji, how are you? Olabisi Ali, Mamanie. Fola Shade Folari, how are you? Welcome, Grace. How are you? Olanike, Ola, Mouse, Uche Ogbona. Okay, guys, let's get to the business of today real quick. I'm not sure why a lot of people are afraid of my show, but I understand why they are. And I've decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the beginning. And starting from the beginning means I'm going to break some stuff down bit by bit. And I'm going to watch, maybe people will get to understand what I'm talking about, my mindset. Okay. I want to know if they will understand. Belema, how are you? From London. God bless you. Thank you very much. Tai Adekoya. Grace, God bless you. Olanike, Babawande, God bless you. All right, maybe they will understand because inside of my heart, I believe we need to straighten people up for every one of us to behave properly and for us to be able to enjoy our homes. You will enjoy your home if you do the right things. And that's why I've made up my mind that I'm going to actually break it down and I'm going to start from the beginning. I will start from the beginning. Ayo Babajide, how are you? I'm going to start from the beginning. All right, the beginning is this, the leader and the partner. The leader and the partner. And like I said yesterday, before you enter into any kind of relationship with anybody, always make sure that you dig into their lives and you know that they have this leadership trait, that they are knowledgeable in that field, that position of being a leader, and they know exactly what leadership is all about, and they already have a definition of their own kind of leadership, or probably they must have understanding about the leadership style that they want to adopt to use in that relationship. And that's the problem that we're having. And I'm going to take my time to break it down. And I want you guys, please, if you have any question or you have addition, feel free to make a phone call in. I'm going to put the phone number there right now. And that phone number is right on the screen right now. You're going to see it at the bottom of your screen. Is 346-387-9891 right there. So I'm going to start from the beginning. The leader and the partner. Okay, the leader and the partner. That's the husband and the wife. The man has been appointed as the leader of the team. I want us to know one thing, and I don't know if you disagree with it, if you disagree as a man or you disagree as a woman, I am here to be corrected. The man is the head of the home. The man is the head of the home. I really don't believe anybody should contest that the man is the head of the home, which means that the man is appointed as the leader of the team. And I really don't know, maybe anybody will disagree with me that marriage is partnership. Partnership as in like you are both equal in that relationship. Two independent people coming together to live their lives together. So the two of you are partners in that relationship. Please make a phone call through if you disagree with me. It's evening time. It's 6 o'clock right now. It's 12 o'clock in London, all right? And in Nigeria, it's almost 1 o'clock in Nigeria also. I really don't believe you're at work right now. I think, I'll be expecting your phone call. And we are not going to shout or yell or argue on this stuff. I will let you make your point, and then we break it down. So I'm not sure if anybody disagree as per marriage is partnership. All right, inside of partnership, there must be a leader, appointed leader to lead the team. The two of us cannot be the leader. Somebody must lead and somebody must partner. All right, not really that, okay, the person is just a follower. The person is actually a contributor, and that person is part of the team. And the two of you, you're working hard to be able to get to the destination where you actually planned to get to. Now, when we now say a man is the leader, I'm going to go straight to the man right now. I'm going to leave the woman out a little bit. I'm going to come back to the woman later. So I'm going to go straight to the man right now. When we say leader, a leader means somebody who is in the forefront, somebody who is directing, someone that is leading, someone with the understanding of the map and the direction where we are going, someone who is capable to be followed, someone who is matured enough to discern whatever it is that is coming, and someone who is able to hear God so that we can get a better direction towards where we're going. All right? That person must be a captain, the captain of the ship, the captain of the ship, the pilot of the plane. All right? And that's the person, the CEO of the company, the president of a country, all right, the pastor of a church. That's who that person is. That person is in charge. That person is leading. That person owns the map to the direction where we're going. That person is knowledgeable, and that person is responsible for the lives of those who are following. Because the time will come, it's not just going to be your wife alone that will be in the team. Your children will be part of the team also. And then you are going to lead them to a perfect destination. To a perfect destination. All right? Somebody is saying there, he said, usually leadership and partnership is usually mixed up. Well, it's mixed up, but they mean different things entirely. All right? For you to be a leader means that you are actually given the authority to be in the forefront, that others must follow you. You are the one that coordinates. You are the coordinator. All right? You are the coordinator for the group. You are the coordinator for the group. You are the leader. You are actually playing the lead role that other people are following you. All right? And when we talk about partnership, partnership means that you and her, the two of you contributing towards whatever it is that you guys are contributing to us. You guys have, you agreed to live your life together. You agreed to give 100% by 100% inside of that relationship. She is giving 100%, you are giving 100%, makes you guys to be partners inside of the relationship. So she's a partner. You are a partner. So she's contributing 100%. You are contributing 100%. I'm giving my life. You're giving your life. I'm giving my money. You're giving your money. I'm giving my future. You're giving your future. All right. I'm giving my today. You're giving your today. So we are partners contributing something towards the relationship. So it's two different things entirely. We must not mix it, leadership and partnership. All right. So as a leader, you must know. And I'm going to give you as a leader about 5 different points today. And the 5 different points I want to give you is 5 styles of leadership every wife wants from their husband. 5 styles of leadership every woman or every wife wants in their husband. If you ask a woman, what kind of a leader do you want? What kind of a leader do you want to have? What kind of a husband do you want? What kind of style of leadership do you want from your husband? Someone you say you love, someone you want to spend the rest of your life with. And this is really missing right now. We need to put it together and start teaching this one by one. But I'm going to run through the whole 5 at the same time. And maybe later, I'm going to come back and then we can now take it one by one and break it all down to you. But don't forget, the telephone number is right on the screen. If you have any question as I'm teaching or as I'm talking, please feel free to interrupt and call and ask your questions. I will definitely give you that audience to be able to make your point. All right? Every woman, when they come into relationship, they are expecting that they must be led. They're expecting the man to take the lead role in everything. They want the man to know more than them. They want to submit to the man. They want the man to be able to take care of his responsibility easily. So they understand my position in this relationship is to be a partner. I am not in the lead. There is a man that is leading me. And I want to submit to that man that is the leader. I want to respect the man that is the leader. I want to give him the support needed to lead because I know he's the one with the map for the direction that we are going. Please, guys, feel free to stop me. I'm starting from the beginning right now, and I want to have you guys contribute. I want to hear your voices. I want you guys to say something, interrupt me, and ask your questions anytime. So a woman is expecting such. Good evening. Afolayo. A woman is expecting someone to lead them. And that is why when you look at the Yoruba language, when women say something like, "Ọkùnrin tí mò ń tẹ̀lé," it means that the man I'm following. The man I'm following. Because they believe that the man must take the lead role in everything. You must take the lead in money making. You must take the lead in paying the bills. You must take the lead in protecting. You must take the lead in everything. You are in charge. And if you are in charge, you must not fail. If you should fail, it is not the fault of the partner. It's now your fault. Because you have been placed there as the leader, you should run things by that woman. You should run things by your children. You must know how they feel. You must know what they're thinking about. You must understand where they want to find themselves so you can put it together and get the map right for you to direct them and to lead them to the destination. The moment a man is no longer leading, then the woman will start following. And I want to just let you guys know this. The moment a man stops leading, the woman will cease to follow. The moment a man stops leading, the woman will stop following. A lot of people believe that, leadership is just you bossing people around. No, it's not. Leadership means that you have points, everyday nuggets of the direction that we are going, everyday idea of the direction of things we must do. Leadership means that I have done it before. I've tested it before. I understand where we're going. I know this is the direction based on the map. We are going to be going there. And every time you take a step, the woman will follow you. Every time you take a step, the woman will follow you. And every time she follows, she's always getting to a destination that is pleasant. She's always getting the result that is actually desirable, the result that she wanted. All right. That kind of a woman will always take a step after your step every time if you are leading. The moment you are stagnant and you are confused, Pastor Walistic, and you are confused based on the direction, you don't understand the direction, you don't understand the kind of danger ahead. You cannot tell her, when are we crossing the bridge? You cannot tell her what is on the other side of the bridge. You are not able to tell her anything. At that point in time, you are no longer leading because you are a confused person. A confused person cannot be a leader. You see, so a woman will stop following you when you become confused, that you are no longer understanding the map. And what many of our men do when they get confused is that there's no crime about being confused. You can be confused, about the map. You may not know the direction anymore. And that is the reason why God placed that woman beside you and said, honey, can you please come here for a little bit? Look at this map for me. I think I'm lost. I don't really know where we're going right now. We traveled from here to here, but this is where we are right now. But there's a big mountain right here. How do we go from this point to this point? And I'm telling you all the time, because sometimes we're busy walking, we're busy doing this, we're busy with children, we're busy with work, busy with everything, can make your judgment to be clouded. You might not see anything clearly. And that woman will just look briefly and she will just catch it. And she'll say, honey, you know what? Why don't we go this way? When we go this way, we're going to end up here. And from here, we go that way. And oh my God, thank you. I wasn't even thinking about it. That is what partnership is all about. Partnership is doing things together. Partnership means that your life, my life is at stake if we should make mistake. Partnership means that we need to get to this destination together. Partnership means that, okay, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Partnership means that, okay, let's take a look at it together. All right? Don't let me look at it alone, because any decision I make is going to affect you, it's going to affect your children. So why don't we just take a look at it together? That is partnership. And partnership will always help you, because as you're going towards the direction, you never fail, because two heads are better than one. So the very first style of leadership that a woman is looking for in a man, I want to just quickly give it to you guys quickly right now. Number one is a loving leadership. A loving leadership. All right. God, that guy is not crazy. That guy is not crazy when he said, husbands, love your wife. Actually, he wasn't talking to a man. He was talking to a husband. He wasn't talking to a man. He was talking to a husband. All right. He's talking to a husband. Love your wife. So a woman is looking for a loving leadership. A loving leadership. What do I mean by a loving leadership, Mr. Sholoye Olanipekun? Please, you can make a phone call through. The telephone number is on the screen. It's on the screen right there. If there's anything you're confused about, if there's anything you're doubting, I want you to put the light to it, please. The telephone number is right there on the screen, 346-387-9891. I'm starting from the beginning right now. Please, I hate nobody. I'm not attacking the man. I just want us to just together, just check it out and look into it together. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm not going to go all the way to the top anymore. I'm going to come all the way down to the bottom. Now, what do I mean? What do I really mean by loving leadership? What I mean by loving leadership is someone who is willing to care, someone who is willing to get to know, someone who is willing to take time, someone who is not in a hurry, someone who is not abusive, someone who look and think like, okay, this is part of me. I am supposed to work with this person with love. This person, I want to correct this person. I'm correcting the person in love. All right. I want to talk to this person. I'm talking to this person in love. Women understand the word love. So they're looking for a leader who knows how to lead in the way of love. Lead me with love. care about me, love me, understand me, get me, all right? Know how I feel, know what I'm thinking, all right? Women always want it when they keep quiet and then you just get to know what is going on. They love it. They want a surprise for the wedding anniversary. They want a surprise on their birthdays. They want you to get to know them. They want you to get to love them. They want you to get to care about them. They want you to lead, but lead them in a loving manner. A loving manner. They don't want nothing outside of that. You see, when you say you are a leader, you cannot lead with a iron rod. When you lead with the iron rod, women are not interested in that kind of leadership. I want you to know that these women are not your children. They are not your the wife is not your daughter. She's not. She is a partner. All right? You cannot treat a partner the way you treat your own daughter. Even now, you can't even treat your daughter anyhow. You can't treat your daughter anyhow. You must give her respect. So African men, we need to understand loving leadership. Loving leadership is very important. That's what women want. They want you to love them. And when you talk about love, it's not sex. It's not sex. Loving is not sex at all. Loving is caring. Loving is knowing. Loving is believing. Loving is encouraging. Loving is protecting. Loving is in all things that you can do to make that woman feel secure and safe. That's what loving means. It's possible for her to be vulnerable around you. She can say rubbish around you and you just look at her and just smile and just laugh and just make a joke out of it. And then when you get home and you say, sweetheart, what you did the other time, I really don't think it should be done. This. And you guys just laugh about the whole stuff. She got it. You don't have to yell for her to understand what you mean. You don't have to shout for her to understand what you're trying to say. All right? So when you lead her in a loving manner, that's a style of leadership. A loving leadership. You care about her. You cherish her. You believe in her. All right? You know, that's exactly the way she wants to be led. She's not arrogant. It's not like she doesn't want to be led. It's not like she doesn't want you to be a leader. But your language must change. Your style of leadership must change. You can't hold a iron hand in your hand expecting to rule her. You can't hold a scepter in your hand expecting to direct her. She's not a cow. She's not a goat. She's not an animal. She's a partner just like yourself. When you see her to be a partner, you will respect her because she is contributing the same thing that you are contributing. What are you contributing? The both of you are contributing your lives. It's so valuable. All right? It's something that you can't quantify it. Okay? You can't put a price on your lives. She's donating her life into the marriage. You are donating your life into the marriage. So the two of you are not superior to each other. All right? And she's donating everything, contributing everything into that marriage like you are doing. So if she is respecting you, you're supposed to respect her back. If she's loving you, you're supposed to love her back. And that's the way marriage will work. A loving leadership. A loving leadership is very, very important. Number two that I want you guys to go through right now is a leadership, a decisive leadership. They want a decisive leadership. What do I mean by decisive leadership? A leader that makes decisions. A leader that makes decisions. They are looking for a well-composed man. They're looking for a man who know what he's doing. They're looking for a man that is not arrogant to say, I don't know it. They're not looking for a man that is always arrogant and say, I know it all, whereas he doesn't know jack. They want you to make decisions. And to make decisions, it's important that you carry your partner along. That kind of leadership is so serious that you must be humble to do it. Humility is needed. To make decision is not a one person's job. You cannot just make decision by yourself. It's not a one person kind of job. It's a decision that we sit down by the table and we discuss. And when we discuss this thing, you tell what you want. Let your wife look at it critically. What do you think, sweetheart? And then she look at it and say, well, I think your idea is great. Or maybe she might say, why don't we try this one? All right? Because the woman is not allowed to direct you. The woman is not allowed to dictate to you. But she could suggest to you. She could suggest to you. She doesn't have the right to say, do this or do that. All right? But she is in the position to make suggestions too. So when she makes suggestion as a person who is the leader, who is supposed to make decision, you're going to go back and sleep over these things. And sleep over these things and put our own idea or our own suggestion, put everything down on the table, and then look at it critically. And then you can come back and say, sweetheart, I think we're going to go by your own idea. Or why don't we do mine? Because this is what I think. I think this is how much we have in the bank account. We can't afford to go your route. If we go your route, we might not have enough money to do it. Or maybe my route is too expensive. Let's go by yours. All right. It's not about that person now becoming the champion. It's not about competition. All right. It's about a teamwork. That if things work right, then the two of you will now take the glory. The glory is not just only to you or for you alone or for her alone. It doesn't matter if she's the one bringing the suggestion or you are the one bringing the suggestion. I see a lot of men just want to become superior. They want to be the one to make decisions. They want to, say this is what I want. This is what I want. You cannot always do that. You cannot always do that. And that's not the kind of leadership you should be. A decisive leadership must run things by the wife. You cannot always come up with the ideas. You cannot always come up with the ideas. The ideas must come from her and from you. And then you go back, and as a leader, you now sit down, you put the two together, you weigh it on the scale, and then you look at the one that is perfect to be done. And then you now go back and I'll share with her, sweetheart, this is what I come up with. What do you think? At the same time, it's what you think. It's not about you commanding her. It's not about you just commanding her and say, oh, this is what we do. What do you think? All right? And the two of you will fine-tune and fine-tune and fine-tune until you get the right one to actually go by. Oh, my daughter wants to go to college. What's she saying? Oh, she want to go to New York City College. Oh, I don't think we could afford that. And the wife will say, me too. All right, what should we tell her? Maybe she'll try very hard. Maybe she'll get scholarship. All right, the two of you will put mouth together and let her understand this is where we stand. It's not going to be one person's decision. It's supposed to be the two of you. All right, and then you run it by your husband, run it by your wife, and the two of you will now make that decision, and you will be the one to pronounce it. All right, we want to buy a new house. Do we have the money? I'm thinking of buying a new house. Sweetheart, what do you think? Well, do we have enough? Of course we do. All right. How about in the next 5 years when my daughter will go to college? Oh, yeah, we do. We still have money. We could do it. And then you go back to the drawing table, go and think about what your wife just suggested, and then put everything together, and then come back and present and say, you know what, sweetheart, I don't think we could do it. Why not? I don't think we have enough money. Like you said, I was just thinking of buying a new house, but when you said something about the daughter going to college, I went back to check and I found out I really don't think we could do it. Let's just leave it alone and then probably think about it next time. And that's the way that leadership should go, because the woman will make suggestions to you, things that you are not thinking about, things that are not flashing through your mind. The woman will make that suggestion to you. And then you go back and sit down and think about those things. And when you come back to make decisions, it's going to be perfect. Two heads are better than one. The next leadership is the servant leader. The servant leadership. This is a big problem in the African kind of society. The Africans don't understand that a leader is supposed to know how to do all the things you are commanding your followers to do. You cannot tell me to drive a car if you don't know how to drive a car. You can't tell me to sweep the floor if you don't know how to sweep the floor. You can't tell me to cook if you don't know how to cook. You can't tell me to care for one thing or do one thing if you don't know how to do those things. So you as a leader must show me example how you want life to look like. All right? You as a leader supposed to be a servant leader. You're supposed to think about the people following you first before even thinking about yourself. Before even thinking about yourself. A servant leader will think about the children must have eaten, the wife is okay, before he himself will now say, I want to do anything. That's a servant leader. A servant leader must protect the home. He must be the one to go to bed last, thinking about, is everywhere secured, or every door locked, all the stuff outside, the garbage is outside, everything is outside, turn all the light off, and all kinds of stuff. That's a servant leader. A servant leader will actually showcase what he wants, the way he wants things to be done in his own home, by cleaning with them, by sweeping with them, by making the bed with them, doing laundry with them, cooking with them, and doing all manners of things with them. And actually what he's doing is showing the people as a leader how to do those things. How to do those things. If you become a dictator in your home, you are only dictating what's supposed to be done, people will always do it wrongly. They will not do it the way you want it to be done because you have not shown them how you want it to look like. Let me tell you this real quick. I love my house to be sparkling. And I'm going to show you so that maybe you know. Okay, I actually took a picture this afternoon when I was counseling. I was counseling a couple and I took a picture of my house. And that is my house this morning, this afternoon, and that's the way it's going to look this evening. All right? This is the way it is in the morning. This is how it is in the afternoon, and this is how it's going to be at night. You see what I'm saying? All right? I want my house to always be clean. So what did I do? I started cleaning it myself. When they mess it up, I clean it. When they put something here, I take it away from there, put it somewhere else, and stuff like that. And gradually, my wife started getting it. She got it so much that even when she's taking something and going this direction, I always look at her, she'll just change the direction and go somewhere else and go put it right. I was like, good job, good job, good job. I must have done it for many years before she got it. You know, I wasn't mad because she didn't get it instantly. All right, she's just coming from Nigeria. All right, coming from Nigeria, I gotta knock the Nigerian mentality out of her. So I took my time to be a loving husband. All right, I took my time to run things by her and let me know what her mindset looks like and stuff. And then when she gives me suggestion, I will give her a better suggestion. I say, why don't you think like this? And gradually, she started thinking a different way right now. And I said to her, this is the way I want my house to look like. This is how I want my house to look like in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Why? Because I really don't want visitors to be the only one enjoying a clean house. I don't want visitors to enjoy a clean house. I don't want it clean when somebody's coming. You know, I don't want it to be clean when somebody is coming. I want it to be clean when I'm here, when I'm in it. I'm not going to allow the visitor to see a clean house, enjoy a clean house, when I'm going to enjoy a nasty house. All right? So the same way I'm enjoying my house, let the visitor come and enjoy the same thing. And when the visitor is gone, nothing is still changing. We are still living in a good environment, and my bathroom is always clean. I always make sure it's clean. So it's not going to be like, okay, when visitors are coming, I want to start cleaning the bathroom for them. No, I don't want to clean the bathroom for them. I want to clean the bathroom for me. I want to clean the bathroom for me. That's what I want to do. All right, for me to enjoy a clean house. Mr. Uche Ogbona, my wife is not in Nigeria. I said my wife just got back. She just got here from Nigeria about 9 years ago. All right, so I trained her to understand what I want. I didn't yell at her. I didn't say, you're supposed to know. Why don't you know it? You're supposed to clean the house. You're supposed to do it. No, I didn't do that. I was cleaning the house. I was cleaning the kitchen. I was taking the trash out at every point, every time. You see what I'm saying? So I actually demonstrated that act of servant leadership. I was the servant of the home. I'm still the servant of the home till now. I go to bed last. I make sure the whole house is clean. I make sure the garage is closed. I make sure the door is closed. I make sure every light is turned off. And I wake up early in the morning to do the same thing. Same thing. And everybody in my house, they started following my leadership. Everybody in my house, they started following my leadership. They now got it. Oh, this is the way daddy wants it. This is the way daddy wants it to look like. Yeah, you got it now. But if I tell them that this is how I want my kitchen to look like, They've not seen me do it. They will always do it wrongly. So you must be a servant leader by showing example, by doing those things. You do those things. You don't just command. You do those things. And then the next one is that women want a moral leader. A moral leader. Okay? Is someone who will not just say it, someone who is doing it. Someone who is morally good, morally correct, someone who will love, care, someone who will not insult, someone who will actually believe in, someone who is actually morally good. All right? They want a moral leader. All right? That's who they want. They want someone who will bring out the best in the wife. They want someone that will bring out the best in them. They want a moral leader. All right, I'm not going to talk much about that one. And I'm going to go to the last one. And then later we'll come and break everything down one by one. They want a spiritual leader. A spiritual leader. A woman who is married to a man, she is not married to a pastor. She doesn't want the pastor to lead her spiritually. But because the men are missing in that era, in that realm of spirituality, all right, now women are forced to follow their pastors, to bow to their pastors, to reference their pastors, because the pastors now are the spiritual leader. They want their husband to be the leader spiritually. So they will bow to their husbands. They will reference their husband. All right, they believe in their husband. If the husband can lead spiritually, they will not look for a prophet all around the place. They will not believe in any pastor that will sleep with them or pastor that will take their money. They will believe in their husband who is leading them spiritually. But instead of men leading spiritually, they just go to drink beer all around. They just gallivant all around the street. They are not spiritually inclined, so their wives are forced to bow to the prophets. They are forced to bow to pastors. And that's why whenever you go anywhere, women kneel down whenever they see their pastors. They are supposed to kneel to their husbands. And then the men are angry. Why is it that they kneel to pastors, they don't kneel to them? They don't kneel to you because you are not their spiritual head. You have not demonstrated any kind of spiritual leadership at all. You don't wake up in the morning to pray with your family. You don't get your children together to pray with them. You have never called your wife and said, let us fast. You have never shared with your wife, this is what God is telling me. You have never shared with your family, this is what God wants us to do. So spiritually, you are not leading. And women bow to spiritual leaders. Women bow to spiritual leaders. You need to know this. Very, very important. You must know this. If you don't understand this, you will just be there and start fighting the wind because they will still not bow to you until you start leading them spiritually. Be the one to lead your family to church. Be the one to, I feel so happy most of the time when I'm in church and my wife will say, oh, just like Pastor Shola will say, just like Pastor Shola will say, just like Pastor Shola will say, because she sees me to be her spiritual head. If she wakes up in the morning and she'll call me and say, I just had a dream, and then we hold our hands and we pray together, my wife is not buying to any pastor. My wife is not looking for Wuli all around the place because I am a spiritual head. I'm a spiritual leader. So she runs all spiritual things by me. She runs all spiritual things by me. So I advise her spiritually. I pray for her. I sleep and I always come back and say, this is actually the mind of God for us. This is what God is saying. This is what God wants us to do. So she bows to me. And then when you see my wife kneeling down to me, okay, it's not a joke. It's because I have developed a spiritual leadership and she believes in that leadership and she is following me. All right. So a lot of people, they always want to say, oh, my wife is not submissive. My wife is not submissive. My wife is not submissive. Submission requires that to submit to you, you must understand leadership. Women want you to lead. They want you to be the leader. They will submit to you if you are a leader. You must know the style of leadership that they're looking for. And you must actually be able to adapt that leadership to your marriage, all right? In the way that your wife will understand you and be able to follow you, all right? To follow you, all right? There's somebody saying something here. Thank you, Pastor Tola. I turned my wife from that mentality to bow to our pastor. I told her that's wrong and that our ministry starts at home. And he asked to listen to me first, suggest her idea. All right? You see, you need to. You as a man must be that person. You cannot lead her with a iron rod. And a lot of you men just want to boss your wife around. You want to just boss them around. You want to be a dictator in the home. Women don't respond to a dictator. Women will never submit to a dictator. The way they're created to be loved. They're created to be cherished. They're created to be carried along. They are created to be human. And they are created to be you. You must understand leadership to be able to lead a woman. I can live with any woman. I can live with any woman. All right? And that woman will submit. Because I'm going to first of all study her. And I'm going to lead her with love. I'm going to adopt that leadership of loving. I'm going to actually make decisions with her. Not without her. I will run things by her. She will know what we want to do. I will let her give her own suggestions, and I will actually cherish her suggestion. I will thank her every time she suggests something. I'm going to be a servant leader in my home. I will do things for my family. I will cook for my family. I will clean for my family. I will take the trash out for my family. It doesn't matter how busy I am. It doesn't matter how hardworking I am. All these things are my responsibility that I must do because I am the leader in the home. I will be a moral leader, that I will do things the way it's supposed to be done. I will respect my children. I will respect my wife. I will do everything to make them happy. And at the same time, I'm going to be the spiritual leader of my home. I will lead them to the family altar every day. I will lead them to church on Sunday. And then during time on Friday, I will fast with my wife and my children. And I will tell them the mind of God so they will see me to be their spiritual head, and me alone will they bow to, not a pastor and not a prophet. Not a pastor and not a prophet. They will bow to me. They are going to bow to me. All right? So my telephone number is out. I want people to call in. You know, I wanted to call in. I wanted to make your contributions. If you have questions for me as a man or as a woman, you're free to ask me. You're free to ask me. You're free to ask me. Come on, guys. I want the telephone to ring. The telephone number is on the screen, 346-387-9891. That's the telephone number. So I want to start from the beginning so we all can see it. We all can see it. For you to be able to hold your marriage down, for you to be able to get your wife to respect you and submit to you, you must lead. You can't get the respect. You can't get it without leading. And leading your wife is not with iron rod. You can't be a dictator or a bully to lead. When a woman is saying, I want a strong man, it's not a strong man who is a bully. It's not a man who will slap you and beat you. They're looking for a strong man who will respect you. Respect. A man, if you see a man that is respectful, that man is a strong man. If you see a man who is leading spiritually, is a strong person. When you see a man that is actually a moral leader, that person is a strong person. For you to be able to say sorry to your kids, you are a strong person. To apologize to your wife, you're a strong person. All right? A lot of people don't understand that strong leadership. I'm a strong leader. I want a strong leader, a strong leader. It's only a strong person, a strong man that will say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, it will never happen again. It's only a strong leader that will say that. It's only a strong leader that will take the trash out when the wife is still sleeping. That's a strong leader. They're looking for a strong leader who can say sorry, a strong leader that can actually assume the position of a servant leader. They're looking for such kind of person. A person who will run things by them. A person who, whenever you take a step, they want to take a step with you. Not before you, with you. After you've taken the step, they follow. They will encourage their children to actually follow you. They will follow you, they will love you, they will cherish you. I'm waiting for your phone calls. If you guys are going to make the phone call, I'm waiting for that phone call. Very simple, very, very simple. And that's why I want to start from the beginning. And this is what I'm going to be doing from now. Instead of me yelling at the men, I don't want to yell at men anymore. I don't want to. It's like me going to PhD class when they're still struggling to understand the ABC of marriage. They're still trying to understand the ABC of marriage, but I'm taking them to the PhD class. Then they're going to rebel against me because they do not understand the foundation of marriage and leadership. It's going to be a problem right there. That's going to be a problem right there. Many men out doesn't want to be that leader, but still want to be respected and lead. You can't lead without knowing leadership. I'm sorry. Because not most Nigerian men believe that they are to be respected, but not their wife. I don't understand, but most Nigerian men believe they are to be respected, not their wife. Oh, okay. I got you now. No, it's both ways. You want to bring out the best in a woman, you respect that woman. You want to bring out the best in a woman, you submit to that woman. And that's why the Bible says, submit to one another. You submit to your husband, you submit to your wife. All right? So, marriage, there's nothing like being a bully in marriage. You can bully a woman for 20 years, but one day she's going to get up and say, you know what? I'm done with this. And that's where you now believe that, okay, this woman is arrogant, or this woman is not submissive. All right. A lot of men will tell me, oh, I told my wife to do this, she didn't do it. I told her to do that, she didn't do it. But listen, she used to do it. She used to do those things. It got to a time when she had enough of your bully, and now she rebelled against you and tell you, like, you know what? You can kiss transformer if you like. All right. So we need to go back to the drawing table and check out how you are treating your wife. How you're treating your wife. Oh, I don't have WhatsApp number. Sorry, don't have WhatsApp number. I only have this one. Sorry, care to the children. Some of our men ruin the family. They mess up the family and say it is the woman's fault. So we need to let's reason together, guys. Let us reason together. You know what I'm saying? I believe I'm going to start from. I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm going to start from the beginning. I'm not going to yell anymore. I'm not going to shout on men anymore. Let's teach. Let's teach the foundation of marriage. What it should look like. What God is expecting from men. What God is expecting from men. Being placed in the position of leadership is not it's not the easy stuff. It requires that you read every day. You as a man must read. You must study every day. You can't be a perfect husband. You can't be a good husband without studying, without reading. You must read. You must attend seminars. You must go online to go and listen to other people and let their own testimonies now motivate you. You must do that. You can't just be a leader without studying, without taking exams. All right, you can't be a perfect leader. You cannot lead your wife without knowing about leadership. Leadership is a kind of ongoing stuff. You must to learn it. Every day of your life, you have to seek for it. It's the same way you are looking for promotion at work, that you must take an exam or go to a class. You must go to you must attend classes to make your marriage perfect. It's a lot of work as a leader. You can't just lead. It's not something you just do. It's something you do based on knowledge. So true, Pastor Jolas. Men are so proud to even learn They feel they know everything. And when the wife tells them in an effect to support, it's you controlling them. I know, men, we need to allow this, allow training. You must be trained. You cannot, 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 you cannot. You must be trained. The training is important. It's very, very important for you to be trained. So you have to go for training all the time. When there is a marriage seminar, you have to go for the marriage seminar. If there is, conferences, you need to sign up for conferences. All right, sign up for conferences, and you go. And Pastor, doing this will help the children. Our children will learn from us. Yes, Miriam, they will. Our girls will know their words. Yes, what real love, and our boys will know how to treat a woman right. Yes, ma'am. You are very correct, man. Very correct. And this is why I'm putting together a program. This is why I'm putting together a program. And the program I'm putting together, I started already. If anybody is interested, let me know. The video is actually getting ready right now. And it's going to be out. Just only four couples. 4 couples at a time. 4 couples at a time. And these 4 couples are going to register, and they're going to come to a big house in a mansion, or they're going to come to a 5-bedroom mansion. And when they come in on a Friday, and that Friday as they come in, they are coming in whites. And they come straight to the pool party, and the DJ is playing. There's going to be food, and you can come with your swimming trunks, and you can swim, and you can have a party. We're going to dance. That's Friday night. And each of these couples will retire into their bedrooms at night, probably like around 11. And then they go to sleep, and then they wake up in the morning, and then they come downstairs in their PJs. They come downstairs in their pajamas, and then the women will cook breakfast. And as they're cooking breakfast, my wife will be there with them. They have discussion. And we have discussion. We men will actually be shooting pool, and then we're talking before the breakfast will be done. By the time we finish eating breakfast at the dining table, we all will go to the living room, and then we go upstairs and get dressed up for my guests to come and address us. And my guests will come in, address us, and then the men will now go to the kitchen and cook lunch. All the men, the 5 men, will go and cook lunch, as the women will be by the poolside enjoying the breeze and having fun by the poolside. And by the time the lunch is ready, the women will come in, and all of us will eat lunch, and then the men will clean. And after the men are done cleaning, then we now take couples pictures. I'm going to give you guys professional picture shoots, photo shoot. And after that, you're going to get a t-shirt. The man will get the queen and the king, and the women will get the queen. And then we're all going to take pictures together. And then we now do our last session as we do mental health discussion and all kinds of stuff. And in the evening, by around 7 o'clock in the evening, everybody will be on their way back to their homes. And then I'm going to be ready to take in the next set of couples that will come in on a Friday by the grace of God. So you're going to be having so much fun that weekend by God's grace. It's going to be just only 2 days. Have a day on Friday and have a day on Saturday, and it's going to be fun. I'm going to be taking it all around the place. The very first one is going to be happening here in Houston, Texas by the grace of God. And the next one is going to be taken to Dallas. And from Dallas, we go to New York. From New York, go to California, Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to be going to London. We're going to go to, all over the place. And we have Nigeria in mind too, by the grace of God. So if you are interested in these, feel free to inbox me. The advert is about to be out, and then you're going to see how you can register to be there. But you have to be a couple to come by the grace of God. And then we're going to do the couple thing 4-4-4-4 until we're ready to actually host. Canada is going to be loading also. Until we're ready to host 50 of the couples at the same time. 50 couples at the same time. We're going to be actually shutting down a hotel, and all of us will be there, and we're going to have fun together. And when you're going home, you're going to go with your t-shirt, and some other things that will remind you that you have been there with us by the grace of God. And we discuss together, we're going to have so much fun. All right. So if you're interested, you want your wife and yourself to come, your husband and yourself to come, actually leave me an inbox message. I will quickly just send your own link to you quickly, and then you can go ahead and register, and then we can actually put you on the first batch anywhere you are. It doesn't matter where you are, any country, it doesn't matter. So you're going to be the one to be part of the first batch of people that we're going to be taking when we come to that country or that state in America by the grace of God. All right. So because we want to, Nigeria is part of it too. Nigeria is loading already. Nigeria is loading already by the grace of God. We just acquired in Nigeria, man, we just acquired in Nigeria 116 million worth of a property. And that's where we're going to be doing it by the grace of God. God is working miracles, ladies and gentlemen. God is working wonders, ladies and gentlemen. We want to help marriages, we want to help homes. I want to put you guys together and be able to get your marriage to work properly. It doesn't matter. You can come 2, 3, 4, 5 times, all right, in as much as you have the time. And this can be a vacation for husband and wife. I'm going to be having one-on-one session with all of the couples also. I'm going to sit with you guys in your bedrooms, and then we can actually counsel you for free, all right? Registration will cover the counseling session also. So don't throw your marriage away yet. Invest in your marriage, and it's going to be great, all right? I'm going to have one-on-one together with you guys. Maryland is loading also. We're going to come to Maryland. We're going to come everywhere. Depends. If we have 4 people in Maryland, 10 people in Maryland, I'm going to come right there with my wife, and we're going to be able to do it with you guys by the grace of God. All right? All you need to do is just to inbox me. Inbox me or send me a WhatsApp message. Let me give you guys a WhatsApp number to send a message to. If you're interested, just send it to the number on your screen right now. Send a WhatsApp message to +1 405 550 5135. I'm actually putting the list together for Houston right now. I'm going to start with Houston, Texas. So if you're in Houston, Texas, yours is going to start next month. We're doing it next month for you guys who are in Houston, Texas. So you can actually email me, send me a WhatsApp message to that number, +1 405 550 5135. Tell me you are interested, and then I'll send you the link, and you can register yourself, and we can tell you the date that we're going to be coming to your state, and we can take you guys. The moment I have 4 guests, 4 couples in your state, I'm ready to show up. But the advert is going to be out very soon by the grace of God. Just watch it. It's going to be out. So thank you very much, everybody. I pray before that I will hook up. All right, you will. Because I want to do something too. I want to actually do hook up. I want to do hook up for... I'm coming. I want to do hook up for, I want to do it for those who are actually getting ready to actually get engaged also. I want to do it for them also. You already have a boyfriend. I've already introduced you to one person on my network. I'm going to do this for you guys also. You're going to pass the night with me. We're going to see you guys together. Hey, we're going to see you guys together, and then we can educate you guys by the grace of God. All right. Thank you, guys. If I don't get any phone call, thank you guys. Thank you guys for listening. God bless you. I'll see you guys later tomorrow by the grace of God when I come back to advertise my singles. All right. Watch out for it. See you guys later. Peace out, man. Bye. Bye, guys. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, bye.